All right, hello, hello, hello. I was talking to a dear, dear friend last night, and some things came up that made me want to make this video. Before you realize who we truly are, which if you've watched other videos, which you should, you'll know that I know that we are all God. But before you know that, shit happens. Stuff transpires. Shit happens and stuff transpires even after you know that. It just depends on, it changes how you interact with things. And what I wanted to talk about with this is what expectations do to us. And expectations are a total human construct. It's a human thing. And inside we are celestial, not human, but we have put ourselves in these bodies, in these vessels, to live this human experience. And expectations are a part of that. And even if you don't realize you have expectations, they are there. And the expectations are what bring on all these thoughts that end up driving you crazy and end up making you suffer and beat yourself up and not enjoy the moment and what you're doing. So I wanted to talk a little about that. If you have expectations, even if you don't recognize that you have expectations, you haven't put expectation, that word, into your sentence. If you are suffering, or if there is resistance to doing something or not doing something, it's because of the expectations that you have. And if you can get rid of those expectations, a lot of those thoughts will go away, and you'll just enjoy what's happening in the moment. So, for example, I don't want to go too much into what we talked about, but this is a great example and a great teaching moment. There's something that you do that you want to stop doing. And you have to ask yourself, why do you want to stop doing that? And then you can come up with an answer. Well, I want to stop doing this because it makes it harder for me to do this. So then you have to go even deeper. Why do you feel you want to do this instead of that? And the truth is, you have to keep digging and digging and digging. Keep asking yourself why. Every time you have an answer, ask yourself, why is that the answer? Because you have to dig all the way down to the truth of it, which generally and most of the time is, you want to do this instead of that, simply because how you were raised, what society feels, what you have been imbued with, or I hate to use the term, but programmed with, to believe that this is how things should be. So you should get up in the morning, even though, you know, if you've watched other videos, I don't like the term should, but I'm using this for example. You should get up in the morning and you should be productive, and you should do this, and knock all these things off your list. And why do you feel that? Why do you think that that's what makes you productive? And that is because of how we have been raised as humans. That's how things always are. You're productive if you can knock the things off your list. And the truth is, that's bullshit. You can be productive even if you do one thing a day, even if that one thing a day is lying in bed all day watching Netflix. The truth is, what needs to get done will get done when there's no resistance. and having expectations about this is how things should go and this is what we should be doing, that puts resistance into the energy, into the play of what you are doing in the moment. And there shouldn't be resistance in anything that you're doing. You go through life, there should not be resistance. If there is resistance, then shift it, because that's not what you're meant to be doing at that moment. That's not what you truly want to be doing at that moment. If there was something you truly wanted to do, there would be no resistance. But there is resistance because you have expectations about what you think you should be doing. And you need to get rid of the term should, which watch one of my previous videos and you'll see what I say about that. But get rid of should, you also get rid of expectations. And stop giving yourself expectations. Keep asking yourself why, until you get to the point where it says, well, the reason that I'm thinking I need to be doing this is because I have expectations of how life should be, of how humans should be, and how we should be productive, and how we should do this. And again, this all kind of goes back to the should. But if you get rid of the should, it comes down to the expectations of what should be happening. And if you get rid of the expectations, then the shoulds will go away as well. And when the shoulds go away, then the beating yourself up, the feeling bad because you're not doing what you think you should be doing. Thoughts are just thoughts. They're just stories put inside our heads to make us kind of go cuckoo, kind of go crazy. And that's not how you want to live life. It's so much more enjoyable to live life doing what you truly want to be doing, and that means there's no resistance. If you're doing what you truly want to be doing, there is no resistance. You're experiencing what you truly want to be experiencing as the celestial being that we are, then there is no resistance to it. And when you start living that way, all of the beating yourself up because you're not doing what you expected to be doing goes away. And you can enjoy each and every moment. And the shit that needs to get done still gets done. But it gets done when you truly want to be doing it. When there is no resistance. But it will still get done. It may not get done in the timetable that you have in your head. But that timetable that's in your head is crap. You need to get rid of the timetables in your head. Get rid of the thoughts. And enjoy and experience whatever is happening at the moment without expectations of where it should go, where it should have been. None of that matters. Embrace what's happening in the moment. Embrace it. Love it. Experience it. Enjoy it. And the next moment, something else may come on. And for those of you that are a little crazy, like my dear friend, that may mean cleaning. Most people don't really want to clean. They feel they have to. So there's always resistance to doing it. Some people enjoy cleaning. And if that's truly what they want to be doing at that moment, then they will do the cleaning. No matter what happened before that, the night before, 10 minutes before, 5 minutes before. If that's what you truly want to be doing, deep down in your insides, into the celestial being that we are, if that's the experience you want to be experiencing, it will happen, regardless of what led up to that moment. Because what led up to that moment really is irrelevant. all that is relevant is that moment. And if in that moment you would rather lie in bed and watch Netflix, then that's the experience you truly want to be having at that moment. Somewhere down the line, maybe, maybe not, doesn't matter, because you don't think about what comes next. You think about that moment. And that's what the true meaning of life is to enjoy and experience everything and anything, not just what humans say are good or what humans say has to be done. If cleaning has to be done, if organizing cupboards have to be done, first of all, nothing has to be done. Get that through your head first. Nothing has to be done. But if that's what's going on in your brain, in your thoughts, in your head, that this has to be done, it will eventually be done at the time when the inside of you, when the true you, the true celestial being that you are, is ready for that experience. Then it will get done. And that's how it's been in my life. I stopped making lists. I stopped telling myself I have to get this done, that done, da-da-da-da-da. I have thoughts in my head of, at some point, I need to clean my toilet. I need to go to Safeway. I need to do this, you know, whatever. Those are thoughts that are in my head, but I trust that when the time is right, those thoughts that are in my head of these things that I would like to do, they'll be done in the time when the celestial being that is me underneath all of this human vessel is in alignment with those experiences that want to be had. And when they're in alignment, then it'll get done without any resistance. And that's kind of the key to starting to live a joyful life, is you only do what doesn't have resistance. And if it has resistance, then there's a reason for that. And the reason is that's not really what you want to be doing at that moment. Put it in your little head, in your list, if you feel like you want to, that's something maybe later on that I'd like to try. That's an experience I'd like to have, an experience that I'd like to do. And when the resistance goes away, you will do that thing. So I know this was kind of scatterbrained, and that's part of the joy of me in this unscripted, unedited, just rambling videos that I do. So to just kind of sum this up, you want to work towards getting rid of the expectations, figuring out why you have that expectation, accepting and realizing that expectations create resistance at times, and you don't want to do anything that has resistance. That's not the way to live life. You want to do things where there is no resistance, and you can get there by getting rid of expectations of what you should or should not be doing at that moment or that time. And most of those come from what we were raised with, what society thinks, what we were raised to think. You're going to end up erasing your mind of all those constructs, all that programming, for a better word. And when you do that, the expectations will go away, the resistance will go away, and you will do what you want, when there's no resistance. And everything else that you think should be getting done will get done when there is no resistance. So, let that marinate for a bit, and see where that goes. We'll be doing more videos, obviously, to help kind of flesh all this out, so to speak. But in the meantime, at least let that plant a seed in you to marinate, that when you start to beat yourself up for not doing something that you think you should be doing because of the expectations that you had, but you have all this resistance to doing it. Allow yourself to recognize that's not the moment that you are meant to be experiencing that thing right now. So, subscribe if you want to subscribe so that you can see more videos. We're going to keep, I'll keep more going when I feel inspired. And comment, ask questions if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. And together we can get you to where you're having an enjoyable life no matter what's going on. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.